ever wondered why so many of the technologies that shape our lives, from the smartphones in our pockets to the software we use every day, seem to originate from one specific corner of California? Today, we're diving deep into Silicon Valley to explore the history, the culture, and the sheer concentration of genius that fuels this incredible innovation engine. Silicon Valley's story isn't an explosion. It's a gradual evolution, with seeds of innovation planted long before the mid-20th century. While the arrival of Shockley Semiconductor Laboratory in 1956 is often cited as a pivotal moment, the region's potential was nurtured by earlier influences. Stanford University, founded in 1885, played a crucial role in fostering a culture of academic excellence and close ties between academia and industry. Early pioneers like Frederick Terman, a Stanford professor, actively encouraged his students to start their own companies, laying the groundwork for the entrepreneurial spirit that would later define the valley. Even before the rise of semiconductors, the area was known for its agricultural wealth, particularly fruit orchards.
When I was 16, I was living in a steel mill town in Pennsylvania, and I had a free summer between my junior and senior year and decided to hitchhike to California. Then I spent the summer picking apricots in Santa Clara Valley. Just an unbelievably beautiful area with all these fruit trees.
Which ironically provided the initial capital for some early tech ventures.
And so we have the university then connecting with industry.
This has just created a terrific atmosphere for entrepreneurship.
The arrival of William Shockley, the co-inventor of the transistor, and his Shockley Semiconductor Laboratory in 1956 was indeed a watershed moment. While Shockley himself was a complex and sometimes difficult figure, his lab attracted a group of brilliant young engineers who would later become legends in their own right. However, Shockley's rigid management style led to a mass exodus of 8 key employees, who went on to found Fairchild Semiconductor in 1957. This traitorous 8, as they were sometimes called, included Robert Noyce and Gordon Moore, who would later co-found Intel. Fairchild became a breeding ground for other startups, as its alumni spun off to create companies like Advanced Micro Devices, AMD, and National Semiconductor, further accelerating the semiconductor industry's growth. The Cold War played an undeniable role in Silicon Valley's rapid ascent. The space race, the arms race, and the constant threat of global conflict fueled massive government investment in research and development, particularly in electronics and computing. The Department of Defense, NASA, and other government agencies poured funding into projects related to missile guidance systems, radar technology, and early computer systems. Silicon Valley, with its proximity to Stanford and its growing concentration of skilled engineers, became a prime beneficiary of this government largesse. This funding not only supported the development of cutting-edge technologies, but also created a stable market for early tech companies, allowing them to grow and mature.
Like the early pioneers that moved west, they somehow struck out without really knowing what the outcomes were going to be.
The invention of the integrated circuit, or microchip, in 1958 by Robert Noyce at Fairchild and independently by Jack Kilby at Texas Instruments, was a revolutionary breakthrough. Before microchips, electronic circuits were built using discrete components like transistors, resistors, and capacitors, which were individually wired together. Microchips allowed hundreds, and later millions, of these components to be etched onto a single piece of silicon, dramatically reducing the size, cost, and complexity of electronic devices. This innovation paved the way for the development of smaller, faster, and more powerful computers, as well as a host of other electronic products that would transform everyday life. The confluence of factors, a strong academic foundation, the entrepreneurial spirit fostered by Stanford, the influx of government funding, and groundbreaking innovations like the transistor and the integrated circuit, created a unique ecosystem in Silicon Valley. This ecosystem was characterized by a high concentration of talent, venture capital, and a willingness to take risks and embrace failure as a learning opportunity. The proximity of companies, universities, and research institutions facilitated the rapid exchange of ideas, and the cross-pollination of knowledge. This dynamic environment, combined with a culture that celebrated innovation and disruption, set the stage for Silicon Valley's continued dominance in the world of technology. What truly sets Silicon Valley apart is its unique culture. One of the most distinctive aspects of Silicon Valley's culture is its attitude toward failure. Unlike many other regions where failure is seen as a stigma, in Silicon Valley, it's often viewed as a valuable learning experience, even a badge of honor. Entrepreneurs are encouraged to take risks, to experiment, and to push the boundaries of what's possible. The understanding is that not every venture will succeed, and that failure is an inevitable part of the innovation process. This acceptance of failure reduces the fear of taking chances and encourages a culture of iteration and adaptation. Investors, too, often look for entrepreneurs who have experienced setbacks, believing that they have learned from their mistakes and are better equipped to navigate future challenges. This fail fast, learn faster mentality is a key driver of Silicon Valley's dynamism. Silicon Valley thrives on a dense and interconnected network of entrepreneurs, investors, engineers, mentors, and other key players in the tech ecosystem. Collaboration is not just encouraged, it's practically a way of life. From casual meetups and hackathons to formal conferences and industry events, there are countless opportunities for people to connect, share ideas, and build relationships. This collaborative environment fosters the cross-pollination of knowledge and expertise, leading to new insights and innovations. Mentorship plays a crucial role, with experienced entrepreneurs and investors guiding and supporting the next generation of startups. The strong sense of community and mutual support helps to create a fertile ground for innovation and entrepreneurship. Silicon Valley is known for its relentless focus on speed and agility. The mantra, "Move fast and break things," famously attributed to Mark Zuckerberg, captures the region's emphasis on rapid iteration and experimentation. Companies embrace agile and lean methodologies, which prioritize rapid prototyping, continuous feedback, and iterative development. The goal is to get products to market quickly, even if they're not perfect, and then refine them based on user feedback. This emphasis on speed allows companies to adapt quickly to changing market conditions and stay ahead of the competition. While the "break things" part of the mantra has been debated and reinterpreted over time, the underlying principle of rapid innovation and adaptation remains a core value in Silicon Valley's culture. Beyond risk-taking, collaboration, and speed, Silicon Valley's culture is also defined by a deep-seated belief in the power of disruption and innovation. There's a constant drive to challenge the status quo, to create new technologies, and to transform existing industries. Entrepreneurs are encouraged to think big, to envision the future, and to pursue ambitious goals. This culture of innovation is fueled by a combination of factors, including the availability of venture capital, the concentration of talent, and the strong academic foundation. The result is a dynamic and ever-evolving ecosystem that continues to push the boundaries of what's possible. While Silicon Valley's culture has been a major driver of technological progress, it's not without its challenges and criticisms. The intense competition, the pressure to succeed, and the long working hours can take a toll on individuals. Concerns have also been raised about the lack of diversity in the tech industry and the potential for technology to exacerbate existing inequalities. Furthermore, the rapid pace of change can lead to ethical dilemmas and unintended consequences. As Silicon Valley continues to evolve, it's important to address these challenges and ensure that the benefits of technological innovation are shared more broadly. The culture of Silicon Valley is not static. It's constantly adapting to new realities and challenges. Silicon Valley's success isn't just about individual brilliance. Silicon Valley's ecosystem is built on a strong foundation of world-class universities, most notably Stanford University and the University of California, Berkeley. These institutions serve as a constant source of innovation, cutting-edge research, and highly skilled graduates. Stanford, in particular, has played a pivotal role in the Valley's development, fostering a close relationship between academia and industry. Professors like Frederick Terman encourage students to become entrepreneurs, and the university's proximity to tech companies has facilitated the exchange of ideas and talent. UC Berkeley, with its renowned engineering and computer science programs, also contributes significantly to the talent pool and research output that fuels Silicon Valley's innovation engine. Venture capital is the lifeblood of Silicon Valley's startup ecosystem. The region is home to a vast network of venture capital firms, eager to invest in promising new ventures. This readily available funding allows entrepreneurs to take risks, develop their ideas, and scale their businesses rapidly. Venture capitalists not only provide capital, but also offer valuable mentorship, guidance, and connections to their portfolio companies. The competitive landscape of the VC world pushes investors to seek out the most innovative and disruptive ideas, further driving the pace of technological advancement in Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley's success is ultimately driven by its people. The region acts as a magnet for top talent from around the world, attracting highly skilled engineers, designers, entrepreneurs, and other professionals. This concentration of talent creates a dynamic and competitive environment where individuals are constantly pushing each other to achieve greater heights. The availability of a deep talent pool makes it easier for startups to find the right people to build their teams, contributing to the rapid growth of companies in the region. Beyond universities, venture capital, and talent, Silicon Valley boasts a robust support infrastructure that nurtures startups and facilitates their growth. This infrastructure includes a wide range of resources, from incubators and accelerators that provide mentorship and resources to early-stage companies, to co-working spaces that offer flexible and collaborative work environments. There are also numerous networking events, conferences, and workshops that connect entrepreneurs with investors, mentors, and potential partners. This comprehensive support system creates a fertile ground for startups to thrive, reducing the barriers to entry and accelerating their path to success. Let's expand on the groundbreaking innovations that have emerged from Silicon Valley. The personal computer revolution, which fundamentally changed the way we work, communicate, and live, has deep roots in Silicon Valley. While the concept of a personal computer existed before, it was the innovations coming out of Silicon Valley that made them truly accessible and transformative. Xerox PARC, Palo Alto Research Center, played a crucial role in developing many of the core technologies that underpin modern PCs, including the graphical user interface, GUI, and the mouse. However, it was Apple, co-founded by Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, that took these innovations and packaged them into the Apple II and later the Macintosh, popularizing the personal computer and bringing it into homes and offices around the world. This marked the beginning of a new era of computing, empowering individuals and small businesses with unprecedented access to information and processing power. The graphical user interface, GUI, and the mouse, both developed at Xerox PARC, were revolutionary advancements in human-computer interaction. Before these innovations, interacting with computers required complex command line interfaces, making them difficult to use for the average person. The GUI, with its intuitive icons, windows, and menus, made computers much more user-friendly. The mouse, a simple yet powerful pointing device, allowed users to interact with the GUI directly and intuitively. These innovations dramatically simplified the process of using computers, opening up the technology to a much wider audience and paving the way for the mass adoption of personal computers. While the internet itself was not invented in Silicon Valley, the region played a crucial role in its development and popularization. Many of the key technologies that made the internet usable and accessible came from Silicon Valley companies. For example, Cisco Systems, founded by Stanford graduates, became a dominant player in networking hardware, providing the infrastructure that supports the internet. Silicon Valley also became the epicenter of the dot-com boom in the late 1990s, with companies like Netscape and Yahoo playing key roles in developing the World Wide Web and making it accessible to the masses. The concentration of talent, capital, and innovation in Silicon Valley helped to transform the internet from a niche technology into a global phenomenon. Silicon Valley's contributions to technological innovation extend far beyond the personal computer and the internet. The region has been at the forefront of numerous other breakthroughs, including the development of the semiconductor industry, the rise of software as a service, SaaS, the emergence of social media, and the ongoing advancements in artificial intelligence. From the invention of the integrated circuit to the creation of mobile apps and the development of self-driving cars, Silicon Valley has consistently pushed the boundaries of what's possible, shaping the world we live in and driving the future of technology. Big tech companies like Apple, Google, and Facebook have become dominant forces in the global technology landscape, playing a multifaceted role in Silicon Valley's ongoing innovation. They are not just creators of groundbreaking products and services. They have also become platforms upon which countless other innovations are built. Apple's iOS and macOS ecosystems, for example, have fostered a thriving app development community, enabling millions of developers to create and distribute software to a global audience. Google's Android operating system has become the world's most popular mobile platform, empowering device manufacturers and app developers alike. Facebook's social network has not only revolutionized communication, but also provided a platform for businesses to connect with customers and for developers to build social applications. Despite its success, Silicon Valley faces challenges. One of the most pressing challenges facing Silicon Valley is the rapidly escalating cost of living. The very success of the tech industry has driven up housing prices and rental costs to astronomical levels, making it increasingly difficult for even well-paid tech workers to afford to live in the area. This affordability crisis not only affects individuals and families, but also poses a threat to businesses, as they struggle to attract and retain talent in such an expensive environment. The high cost of living also contributes to income inequality and exacerbates existing social problems. Silicon Valley is no longer the undisputed center of the tech universe. Other tech hubs are emerging across the United States and around the globe, from Austin and Seattle to Tel Aviv and Shenzhen. These emerging hubs offer lower costs of living, access to talent pools, and supportive ecosystems of their own, creating significant competition for Silicon Valley. This increased competition is forcing Silicon Valley to adapt and innovate to maintain its edge. The rapid pace of technological advancement has raised several important societal concerns. Issues such as data privacy, algorithmic bias, the spread of misinformation, and the potential for job displacement due to automation are all being debated and discussed. There's a growing recognition that technology has the power to both benefit and harm society, and that it's crucial to consider the ethical and social implications of new technologies. Despite these challenges, Silicon Valley has a history of adapting and evolving. There's a growing focus on sustainable and socially responsible innovation, with entrepreneurs and investors seeking to develop technologies that address pressing global challenges. This shift towards purpose-driven innovation suggests that Silicon Valley is recognizing the need to balance technological progress with social responsibility and long-term sustainability. The region's ability to navigate these challenges will determine its future as the world's leading center of technological innovation. And there you have it, the secret sauce behind Silicon Valley's innovation machine. It's a unique blend of history, culture, and ecosystem that has created a perfect storm for technological breakthroughs. As we look to the future, one thing is certain: Silicon Valley will continue to shape our world in ways we can't even imagine yet. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.